welcome back to another video. I'm Purple Elephant Gaming here, and today I'm playing some more Bloons Adventure Time Tower Defense. So today we're doing a bit of a money-making test. So we're going to be using money-making Finn as a bit of money test, and also with King of Sceptre, because someone left a comment saying that with a tower they would normally make $35,000 in an extreme game. They now made $100,000 with just this trinket. So this could be really big since it can be equipped to anyone. So I'm going to keep this in mind. We're going to do a test, one with Finn build like this, and one with this, just minus King of Sceptre. I'm also going to be using Tuxedo Jake to give +1 damage, but also, for the most part, the main reason is for the Inspiring Melody, so we can give him cam protection, lead popping power without having to do all sorts of separate trinkets that give various stat buffs and all that stuff. Just for simplicity. Then I also am going to have this side build just in case we leak something. It's from the last video with the search for the golden dart, the first video in the dart testing series, I guess. So yeah, I just thought I'd mention that just in case we have leaks. I'm probably going to put Sai at the back. But yeah, so this is the build. I'm going to go over everything quickly. I also go into a bit more detail in my Finn guide, so I'll link that in the description, but yeah. So first things first is the Thief's Katana. Gives him attack speed mostly, $1 per 10 pops. Nothing all that great, but not bad. Then we have the Thief King's Dagger, very different. Each attack, melee attack, but he's obviously attacks melee, give an additional $2. So that's pretty solid per attack. Assuming you're not doing 20 damage or 20 pops per attack, which probably won't happen, that's a lot better than the Thief's Sword. Then we have Mystery K-Pick, adds +1 pierce and +$1 cash per pop to all melee attacks. Obviously that's 10 times as good as the Katana. Then we have the Banana Replicator, balloons pop by equipped character give double cash, pretty big deal. We got the Holly Jolly Sweater, +$40 per round at the end of the round. And then Universal Coin, which gives you $20 at the end of the round. We got Magic Coin Purse, which just makes you start with $300 more. It's not really important. And then obviously King of Sceptre, one of the big deals for today, which its special ability is 15% chance to paint balloons golden. I assume that means per hit, or on first hit or whatever. That's cool. Golden balloons obviously give more money. I don't know if it's double or if it's 10 times or who knows what the multiplier is, but it's here, so it may or may not be super good. From what people told me about it, it sounds like it's at least triple or quadruple, but I don't know. We're gonna see. So yeah, let's just get started. I'm just gonna pick the Balloon Beacon map because I don't really care. It's an easy map. It's probably for the best too. Because obviously this is mostly a money test, but I wouldn't mind getting this as well. I'm only going to do extreme mode for a few reasons. First things first, wrong map. Pretty sure we're not going to beat even extreme mode necessarily. But also, that's what the person left the comment said they used for this, so sure, I mean, they're not that different, but okay. Good enough for me. Let's get started and just place in Finn. Plop down Finn. Our good old friend Finn over here. And then I'm going to get Tuxedo Jake for the discount. Technically, it also gets Brofist, but that's not really important. Ooh, do I want to use PB? I'm going to say no Royal Promise. It's not that important, but it would obviously increase his attack speed a lot, so I guess it's kind of important. But yeah, so let's just get started. This should work out pretty well. First thing, actually, I probably should have already started saving for this is, to be fair though, we are going to make a lot of money, but Tuxedo Jake, we are going to need Inspiring Melody, which costs $5k in total, buy around 20 something for the first camos and leads. We do have these little hot dog knights on this particular map, so that's pretty nice, but still, good thing to keep in mind. But honestly, we still probably can just get some Finn upgrades first. Make sure he's at least decently decent. I think the +1 damage is pretty good. 1 damage I just don't think is enough, but doubling the damage, obviously, technically you own half as much money, sort of, but you're gonna survive a lot more, which I think overall is better. So we're gonna get all of these upgrades. I guess I can get Brofist, but it's just really not worth it compared to everything, basically. We're also gonna get a small range buff. Do I need attack speed as well? I do need attack speed as well. So we're gonna get a small range and attack speed buff before we can afford, or before we can even buy, the Inspiring Melody. Inspiring Melody, is that what it's called, or is that the previous one? Yeah, Inspiring Melody, which will let Finn pop all balloon types, which basically means he can pop leads and camos, but I guess technically he can also pop purples, or not purples, ghost balloons. I don't think there's any ghost balloons here, but it's something to keep in mind, nonetheless. But yeah. I am interested to see how much money we're gonna make. Obviously, these towers they're not cheap, but they're not going to be the most expensive things overall. Most of the money we'll make, not made, is just going to be in the money count anyways by the end, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. One thing I do want to quickly say is, hope you're having an awesome day. Quick break for a second, just like, hope you guys are doing well. Increase the power of all musical instruments range. I'm just going to buy that in case it upgrades him. I don't think it does, but I'm going to do it anyways. But yeah, so, in case you're curious, or whatever, not in case you're curious, what am I saying? Hope you're having a good day. That's what I meant to say. My brain is very distracted right now. Not on anything in particular, but just generally distracted. There we go, Inspiring Melody. It's only round 13. We make so much money. But yeah, so this is going pretty well. I guess we can get Brofist, might as well. We're gonna make a lot of money with this. Like, I can already tell we're making so much money, like, and we barely even started, really. I mean, I have Brofist now, too. Okay, that's not that big of a deal. Brofist, it's Brofist. It's not gonna make that big of a difference. It's like $100 around. I guess minus like 4,500 by the end of this, but that's not that big of a deal. At least if we're actually gonna end up making like 80, 90,000 with this thing, which we should. We technically should. Obviously, we're not gonna see until the end, or at least closer to the end, the real comparison, but still good to know. Sai, on the other hand, is gonna go right back here because this is all the range Sai needs to deal with every single balloon, and because for whatever reason it seems like oh right, Sai. Well, never mind. I mean, it's gonna be fair because we're putting all the money into these characters anyways, but I have to keep in mind their sell value. I could do the math and add their sell values and then multiply it by whatever, since it's 70% of their total value, but I really don't want to do that, so I'll probably do that and put the number up on screen as like text, but I'm not doing that right now. That would be way too hard to do in my head, or at the very least would make me struggle, and I don't really feel like doing that. We'll see. They're really easy numbers, but unless it totals to like 70,000 of sell value or 7,000 of sell value, which I don't think it will since it's already at, wow, that's a lot. That's already like 10,800. That's not even including Sai. It's going to be a big sell value. I guess Sceptre supply lines could actually be really useful here too. Good to keep in mind. We are definitely making a lot of money though, because it's not round 30 yet, and if you combine just the prices of these towers, this is like, I don't know, 18,000? Plus we have like 4,000 in the bank, so it's like $22,000, nearly $1,000 around, which is pretty good so far. Way more than that once you consider the sell value. Okay, so let's look at this. 10,300 plus 4,300, 14,600 plus 6,500 equals 21,100 something. 21,100 plus like 30%, plus like roughly a third. I'm gonna go on a whim and say it's like roughly 30,000. A little bit less, a little bit more, but roughly $30,000 in sell value. That's all I have to keep in mind. It's roughly $30,000, and then we're okay. So obviously, if I wanted to maximize money making, I could do like Lemon Hope and that stuff, which I still can do. I have a Lemon Hope in this party, but I probably won't bother doing a Lemon Hope, but obviously I can if need be. Maybe I didn't put Sai far enough away from the track. Whatever. Do I do Lemon Hope? I'm debating. I'm gonna do Lemon Hope. I gotta increase the sell cost now, just a little bit. I said increase the sell cost now. There's the attack speed buff. But overall, it'll make a big difference. So on round 33, I have to keep this in mind. Lemon Hope in particular, he's the guy I have to buy around 33. I have to remember that for next run. So this adds another, like, I don't know, basically 3k. So it's like 33,000 in sell value, which means we've already made like $55,000. That's really good. That quickly went from a little over 1,000 to nearly $2,000 in value, which is a lot. Especially considering if you were doing this in a real game, you'd be using PB's Royal Promise, and you'd be making so much money. So we'll see. If we make enough money from this, maybe I'll do PB's Royal Promise for the next one. Obviously, I don't know how much of it is the golden balloons. I'm not seeing too many golden balloons. It doesn't look like it's 50% at the very least, but I don't know. Maybe it is. It also looks like they slow down. I think it's hard to tell because once they're painted golden, they become the golden balloon. All of the balloons look golden, so it's not quite that obvious, but still, it's just something I'd point out. Okay, so money-wise, we're looking at now at like 73,000, nearly 70. So yeah, by the end, it's like roughly $75,000. That's a lot of money for round 40. I can't see this golden balloons adding triple the income though. Like even normally. How did you make $100,000 with this golden thing? I mean, I guess there's 20 more rounds, so maybe if I end up with like 300k, then yeah, it might make a bit more sense. But if it's simply gold per pop, simply the fact that I have the like Bloon replicator should give me nearly double the income from this. So I don't know. Maybe it's not as crazy as I think it would be. Maybe it's more crazy than I thought it would be. I have no idea. But yeah, definitely interesting to see this, because this is a lot of money. The person mentioned in the comment they were like high Pierce, low damage towers. 2 damage is pretty low damage. I don't know how high his Pierce is. I think it's pretty high. But I'm pretty sure what they mean by that is Flame Princess. I assume that's who they mean. Obviously, they didn't say the tower name, but I'm pretty sure they mean Flame Princess. But still, we're making a lot of money so far for only round 45. Still 15 rounds of income. Make your prediction now. Currently, in total, we have 103,000, like $105,000. What is your prediction for round 60? What do you think? I'm gonna predict now, 250,000. I think we're gonna make 250,000 in total by the end of this, including the $33,000 in sell value. Or like, as if we didn't sell them, not sell value. If we sold them, we'd make less, but not including actual sell discount, assuming we just didn't buy them at all. That's how I'm doing this math, in case you do want to guess. But yeah. That would be $150,000 in like 10 rounds though, which I'm starting to doubt that's gonna happen. But it's not impossible. It's just really unlikely. Okay, quick revised guess. I'm realizing I made a big mistake. I'm gonna go on a whim and say 150,000. So another like 50k in 10 rounds. 150,000, which wouldn't actually be that much more than they made. How did you make $100,000 in extreme mode? I'm so confused. I mean, region farming? Was it like a map that had a bunch of regions? Maybe. Obviously, Sai is stealing a lot of these pops, 6,000, but Finn still has 25,000. Finn definitely still has the majority. And he's getting as many pops as he can handle. He's just not getting all of them. I don't know, hard to say for sure. But I really am curious. I mean, maybe I won't be by the end of this, but I am curious currently, how do you make $100,000? Especially since, I don't know if they included sell value or anything. Even excluding sell value, I might barely make $100,000 with this. And this is with the full money-making Finn build. I'm really confused. How do you make so much money? I don't know, maybe we'll do this next time and we'll do the test. Because obviously after this, I'll cut pretty quickly, but I'm gonna show the money making for the next round. I'm gonna have to be here for the full time though, so you should give the video a like. Also, you're still here for a while into it, so you're probably enjoying it, so you should give the video a like. But yeah, and subscribe, because 1,800 is the goal for the month. We're still a ways away, but you can be part of that goal, part of our way to 2,000. I'd really appreciate it. Anyways, that stuff out of the way. I have to be here for the full time. Yeah, I'll just be alone listening to the music. Quiet. Very, very quiet. It's actually pretty nice. I like the music for this game. I've said that a lot over my videos, but I really do. It's nice music. Especially when you're there doing nothing. Yay. First BFB, or second BFB. Second BFB. I don't know why I thought it was the first one. Well, I do know why. It's because I didn't see it earlier, but anyways. Second BFB. Pretty good. Man, are we even gonna make 150k total? I'm so confused. Either the person lied to me or I'm very misunderstanding things. Oh, this just seems very strange. Because it's not like these next 5 rounds have a ton of balloons, and obviously, once again, want to point out, I'm losing a lot of balloons to Sai, who doesn't have that extra money making, but if they were painted gold, he'd still get them, so, you know, in terms of straight up the whole idea of them being painted gold, no, like, straight up gold value, it should be the same. 3 times, man, 35,000 without 100,000, that seems so strange. Unless that's, like, pure coincidence? I don't know. I'm confused, because, like I said, we're barely making 100k with all of this other money stuff, so I really don't understand what's happening. If I'm doing something wrong, or something else is going on, or maybe they did use a full money-making build, and that's what they mean. That a full money-making build with it. But, like, there's not that many golden balloons. Like, there really aren't that many. There's not none, but there's definitely not that many golden balloons, so, yeah. Let's just look for a second. If I slow down, look at our money count. It actually goes up very slowly from attacking. Like, it's fast-ish, but it's still really slow. Like, we're only making couple hundred bucks per, like, full balloon around he attacks, which is kind of annoying. Like, it's very slow. I was expecting it to be faster, like, oh, thousands of dollars, but no, it's not actually all that fast. Too bad. Too bad indeed. But it's still going pretty well, obviously. It definitely could be a lot worse. But the golden balloons, I'm not sure how much they're helping. I mean, there is a decent amount of them, but there's just not that many. One thing I'm curious about, regen golden balloons. If I make a balloon gold and then it regens into, like, 2 balloons, or, like, you pop a golden balloon in a layer and splits to 2, are those 2 balloons golden balloons? And if so, if they regen, are the regen versions golden balloons? Because if so, you could have a golden balloon regen farm, and that would be a big deal. Okay, so looking at total money making, we're gonna be at like 143,000. Man, so we're actually gonna be less than I predicted. Even after my revised prediction that was more reasonable, it's still gonna be less. Also, why is it that every time Finn attacks the ZMG and all mob class balloons, it creates that like weird sparkle? Why is that? I don't know. Sai, I'm just gonna let you end this off because we're not gonna make much more money. And I'm tired of waiting, so Shadowclone, you do most of the work. There we go, $145,000. That's very disappointing. I was expecting a lot better than that. That really sucks. Well, that's too bad. Anyways, I guess I'm gonna go back in and do it without. So quickly, I'm gonna remove the golden idol, and I'm gonna try to redo the stage. Same thing, same deal. Just no King of You Scepter. To the best of my ability, it'll be identical in all other means, all other fashions. And we're gonna see how much money we make. So I guess I will see you then. I'm gonna check in a little bit, I guess early, I don't know. I never actually said when I would be back, but I'm back now at like around 30-ish, halfway done. So I do actually notice a pretty significant drop in income. If I remember correctly, the last time we were on this, round 33, is when we bought Lemon Hope. But we had bought Lemon Hope with a fully upgraded Sai, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that was the case, that we had a fully upgraded Sai. I'll double check. I may say here, well, I'm wrong, but pretty sure we had a fully upgraded Sai. We definitely don't now. We're still a ways away. Could be wrong. Maybe we're much closer. Obviously, you would expect there would be some amount of money difference, but I'm not quite sure how much yet. Like, it definitely seems like we're making less money, but I'm not quite sure how drastic it is. Whether we're gonna end up with 90,000 or 130,000 versus 140,000. I don't know how big of a deal it'll be yet. But it definitely is something to point out. Just thought I would check in a little bit early. I'm probably going to cut back again in like round 50-ish, just when we have a better idea and show off the last 10 rounds. But I just thought I'd bring it up since this seems like a fairly important point to show that, yeah, we seem to be doing worse than before, which is to be expected, but yeah, check-in point. Anyways, yeah, round 50. Okay, so we're finally back in the final 10 rounds, so, yeah. As you can see, we only have $16,000. I have all the upgrades purchased, so I have all the upgrades we bought last time, same upgrades, but we only have $16,000 left over right now. If I remember correctly, last time we had like 70K, so I'm a little bit nervous. Like, it actually, or not nervous, I shouldn't be nervous, nothing to be nervous about, but it looks like it's going to be a much larger difference than I thought it would be, which is kind of weird. I wasn't expecting this. But yeah, the person's 35,000 to 100,000 estimate actually seems just about what's gonna happen to us, which is a little freaky, honestly. Are you a fortune teller? But yeah, so last time we had a bit of over $100,000 in what we had in our actual like income, not including sell value, and this time it actually looks like we might end up with roughly $35,000, not including sell value. So either it's a big coincidence, and they just happen to use very similar towers to us or whatever, or, you know, they may or may not be a fortune teller. Not quite sure, but this seems very strange to me, because it's a big coincidence if that's the case. Obviously, could be totally wrong. We might end up with like 50K, or we might end up at like 30K or 28K. There are 6 rounds left, we only have 23,000. It's looking very close, but it's hard to know for sure what's gonna happen. Obviously, I guess I can use a couple more, like, slowdowns. I haven't really done many of those. Like, we need 11K, we have 5 rounds. We'd probably be good? It's hard to say, like, it's weird. I feel like I almost don't want to use the Savos, because I know that'll make it more likely that we end up with 35K, I think. Or maybe that's the reason we will end up. Like, we still have 9K left. This is so weird. Oh, here's what I'm going to do. I'm only going to use it for BFBs. So I won't necessarily use it quite as many times. I think I might have used it one more time in the last run, but that's what I'm going to do. Whenever there's a BFB, I'm going to use the Sabo, because that'll give us a little bit extra money. This is so weird. Because, yeah, no, currently we're still 7K off. There's only 2 rounds left. we're not gonna make enough. Even if, like, unless we make tons of money off a couple BFBs, we're not gonna have enough money. We're not gonna be at 35k. Which, first of all, says, wait a sec, we actually are down like $80,000 from the, like, King Moo staff. I wasn't expecting this. That's a massive decrease. Like, I really didn't think it would be that big of a decrease, which seems very, very strange. Obviously, I don't know, are we gonna make 5k from 2 BFBs? Probably not, but, like, this is so weird. This is so weird. But there's still 39 to do? This is so strange. Because I feel like we're making... This is weird. I said that so many times, but it really is. $65,000, man, I really did underestimate that King of Ooze Scepter. I didn't even mention that, I think, in the money-making guide. Wow. I mean, I guess now it's getting its own video all to itself, but that's a lot of money. $65,000 over 60 rounds? So we are at 32.7, so a little bit different, but who knows, maybe the ZMG will end us off with 2.3k. I don't know, I don't really care. It is a little freaky to me how close our numbers were, but that's probably pure coincidence. It is a little weird, though, since I'm using a money-making Finn guide. Money-making Finn does make a lot of extra money, right? It's not a lie. I don't know. They probably didn't spend as much money on other defenses, so that's probably it. It probably is just a weird random coincidence. I'm gonna do the same thing I did before, by the way. So it probably is just a weird coincidence, but I do find it strange how similar we are to the money counts that person gave. Just seems interesting to me. See, even look at that, 34.8, really close. I would round those up, or down, or whatever. That's freaky, but anyways, yeah. So, in total, 35 plus 33,000 sell value. In total, it is 68,000 versus 145,000. 68 versus 145. More than double the money. Wow. So, in total, in summary, I guess, King of Ooze Scepter, really good for money. I definitely did not give it credit. That was really impressive. I was not expecting that. I was like, oh, I don't really feel like doing another one of the Dart Challenge videos yet. I'll wait for later, give people a bit more time to say their opinions about it, but I really wasn't expecting it to be that, I don't know, insane of a difference. I thought it would be much smaller. Also, we have a lot of quests here. Oh, the fortified quest, that's so good. I don't know why I deleted that one. That, like, the 3 tower one, that's usually a pretty good quest, but whatever. Quests are still the best. These are the best way to get character items. They just are, by far, because they give you chest rewards if you play the game. You get 5 per day if you actually do them all, so you get a lot of free loot from them for pretty easy stuff in most cases. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Once again, last reminder, give the video a like, subscribe, leave a comment. You can become a member, that's also in the description. Check out the Finn guides, links in the description. You're awesome. Thanks for watching till the end. I don't really know what to say, but I kind of want to finish off collecting these quests during this. But yeah, I'm done. That's all I really have to say. I've ran out of ideas. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye!